What are we eating today? The amount of pesticides that remains in or on food is called the pesticide residue. The US EPA determines the maximum amount of pesticides residue that can remain in or on a particular food. That legal limit is called the pesticide tolerance. Pesticides are widely used in producing food to control pests such as insects, rodents, weed, bacteria, mold, and fungus. Pesticides issue seems has been a long time ago, and people feel that it's not a problem anymore. But how much pesticides contains in the food we eat all day? By choosing strawberry as the dirty dozen, which is the top one fruit that contains most of the pesticides, I did a pesticide test and a lead test on the surface of the strawberries and raspberries. The test proves we eat a lot of pesticides and lead from the foods, especially from strawberries and raspberries. What we will eat in the future. How can we incorporate weeds into our growing system and take advantage of them as a new source of food? Someone has said a vote for weeds is a vote for biodiversity. So a weed can grow in your perfect garden bed, or it can grow anywhere. All species of life, everything else being equal, have certain conditions which they prefer to grow in. Weeds are no different. In fact, what weeds are growing in a certain area of their own accord can tell you a great deal about the soil condition there. They are indicators. What kind of weeds can we eat? A nice dark green lamp squatter, the best one are growing in the garlic patch. These plants thrive on heavy nitrogen deposit and taste the best when they are grown there. Sorrel is the next. It might be higher, but it's not easy to find as lamp squatter because it's a little bit small and short. Sorrel is one of the common ingredients in soup, stew, salad, and sauces. The other two weeds that can be eaten also is perennial saucicle and also the dandelions. Dandelions is a weed that is common eaten in northeastern part of China. However, people stop eating them right now because even they are really easy to get, but usually they grow on the side of the road of the traffic, which got pollutions from the road and automobiles. So people start to realize if the soil is not clean enough, the vegetables is not clean too. Does taste still important to us in the future? Or food just as an energy supplement like gasoline to a car? Does we taste the original flavor of the food, or we taste the flavor we want to taste? There is a Japanese movie I watched about food. Small kids like junk food and are attracted by the flavor of ketchup. He brought ketchup to animals he eat, and he said he cannot taste any flavor without adding the ketchup. Even ketchup is made for partially of tomatoes. It's not real tomatoes, and it tastes different with tomatoes. And people believe when they are eating ketchup, they feel they are eating the tomatoes. I believe there will be more sauces like ketchup, and they may ruin people's flavor and make people believe that's how the real fruits taste like. What we eat in the future. I believe in 2050 it still will be like the same. GM crops are more broadly accepted by people. Also, people may easy to accept more variety of foods such as insects and weeds. However, with the industry development, it still will be the same. Group of people trying to protect our culture and foods. Group of people will think food is not their thing because it's not affect them at all. They know other people will work harder for it. The harder the people work on feeding real food to the people, the small group are lazy and ready to be fed. Unless most people realize how serious the food means to us, They know it's the story we tell ourselves about ourselves, who you are about who you want to be, not only an energy supplement. They will start to do something, not depending on everything else.